What's up, Gooners? Been a little bit since I made a video. I know, I suck. Well, I'm back. Here I am in the shop on Sunday, June 22nd, the second longest day of the year, day after summer solstice. For all you people that don't know, that yesterday was the longest day of the year, first day of summer, second day of summer. I don't know, I'm not a weatherman. I'm just your most hated machinist, established 1972. Anyway, gonna show the progress we've been doing on the wagon. Middle of the intake today, got the motor all done, and gotta fit that intake. And that's what we're doing this morning on the old CBN head decker. Got the angle fixture up there, and doing a little milling to cut that intake to fit those cylinder heads that we milled down. Got the motor all together for the wagon, Dan Dvorak tribute car, and I'll go over what we accomplished in the last few weeks. Been kind of slow on the procedures, because unfortunately I got to work for a living and got to do what I can when I can. But we'll go over a little recap of it's been about a month since I made a video. I finished cutting this intake up, get it to fit, bolt it on. We'll walk out there and show you what we did with the wagon, what's been going on with the Hemi, and a couple other things in the shop. So keep tight, stay tight, keep up, a lot going on. Dropped them bunker busters last night on Iran. And you gotta hear them Democrats. They're already bitching, AOC and all them. Oh, impeach him. He said 2 weeks. He lied to us. I mean, people, did we not learn anything from Biggie Smalls, from the notorious B.I.G.? He told us in the 10 Crack Commandments 25 years ago, true gangsters move in violence and silence. Never show them your next move. So come on, people. Anyway, that's all I'm going to get for politicization today. We'll get on to some cool motor stuff and sneak peek on the big old Hemi. Finally got the rockers in from a buddy of mine that he's going 4.9 bore space Noonan, and we got his cool ass Reed rockers, T&D rockers, off his Noonan Blackhawk that we got on my Hemi. So that's coming along a little good. But yeah, stay tuned and keep you up to date on what's been going on for the last month. So for those that have or haven't been following us, I'll reiterate again, this was a car we picked up down at Dan Dvorak's shop. Dan passed away about 10 years ago, and his family had an estate sale, and I went down there to buy a couple pieces of equipment out of his machine shop, and old wagon was sitting out there, and long story short, we brought it back after paying $129 for it. And you look in our previous video, she was pretty rough when she came back. She's still pretty rough now, but it's been a couple months. Well, it's been about a month since I did a little update on what we've been doing. Been busy in the shop, and I've been a little depressed because we haven't made much progress on the funny car this summer, and I kind of took this project on in the middle of getting my main race car back together, but this has took a little time away from it, but it's actually helped me along, as I haven't had the money or the time to put into the funny car. This has been kind of keeping me busy and doing stuff for cheap, but if anybody's been following, you know, we bought the car for $129. We sold the slant 6 and transmission out of it for $250. We did a K-member swap, and while I was at it, rebuilt the front end, new tie rod ends, new ball joints, swapping over the power steering box to a manual steering box, which obviously isn't in there. It's in the parts washer. I'm just cleaning it up and waiting on a new pitman arm. And I went ahead and rebuilt the rest of the front end. We did a disc brake swap on it, and we put some drag shocks in there, and basically just kind of doing it out of kind of a tribute to Dan, but let's have a little bit of a joke. I'm going to leave the car in its patina, just like it is, and just do all the mechanical work from inside out. Like I said, we did the front end, and in about a week or so, I'm going to go ahead and get to the rear end and go through that 8 3/4, rebuild that, and do the shocks, put the fuel cell in it, and hopefully get the motor in her. But I'll go ahead and show you the motor. We finished up the motor between the last video I did until now. Like I said, it's been about a month since I've updated you guys, and I'm sorry, we just been busy here at my little 1.5 man machine shop. It's just hard to break away sometimes, but I try to put a couple hours in it on a Saturday when I can. And got some new meats for the front, got some cool 15x4 Kragers. Special thanks to Uncle Mike. He donated the front, actually he donated the front wheels and the cool steelies for the back. So I'm gonna get going, and I gotta fix some, do a little patching on the floor pans here. We got our tack mounted and some gauges down there, but all thing we're gonna do, I'm just gonna patch up a couple of holes and put a carpet kit in it and the seats back in it, and I'm gonna get that motor dropped in there and hopefully get this thing maybe to the track within the next, I don't know, maybe by beginning of August, I'm hoping. Well, come on in, let me show you. I got the motor all finished up, and I think we did pretty good on that. There you go, right there. I picked that up down at Dan's shop. That was one of his wagons. That would be a 64, I believe. 64, 65, 64. One of his record holding wagons. What's on the window there? B stock automatic. But anyway, I decided to do a big block wedge and got her all done. This is the little 440 I put together. Built it out of spare parts around the shop. It was an undesirable core that was left here by another customer. It's a later model 440. I believe it's a 76 model. It's an external balance cast crank motor. And the customer didn't want it. He was doing a restoration on a Roadrunner 69, and he wanted a good steel crank motor. So we ended up with this, and it was just sat in my shed with all my cores. And we rebuilt it up, and adding it up, because I had a lot of parts laying around, I probably don't have $1,000 in the whole motor. But originally, I had some cast 30 over pistons, just some regular Silverlights, and I think you might have seen that from a previous video. The block ended up didn't clean up the 30 over, so I went on the hunt for some pistons, and I took the advice of my buddy Tony Overrev, that said, put some domes in there. And I found some step domes. The guy had some old TRW heavy slugs, but they ended up being forged, and they were 40 over, and he sold them to me for 150 bucks. And so that's a 440 cast crank. I had to turn it 20/20 to clean it up. Stock LY rods with a small set of the, I think they're the L2294 pistons. It's like a 150 step dome. So with these number 452 heads, that we surfaced them down to 82 cc's, and I decked the block down to 20 in the hole with our 40 thousandths gasket. That puts our compression ratio at 11.75 to 1. So pretty stoked about that. Had an old set of PRW adjustable rockers in house that I've been saving for like the last 20 years. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put them on there so they're adjustable. And I went ahead and put a nice flat tappet grind in there, a solid flat tappet. And I think she's going to be good for 500 horse. I really do. We got an old M1 intake on there. That's one of my old Hollies from the Circle Track cars. That's a 800 AED. But the goal of that old wagon is to run it like you see it. And the goal is to put it in the 11s. And drive it around and have a little bit of fun in between messing with the serious car. So, but that's our little update on what we got going on. Transmissions out at Carolina Drivetrain. Brad Fowler, he's going through the 727 for me, and I'll be looking for a converter here shortly. We're going to get on fixing that rear and hopefully sling this motor in the next week or so, and maybe in the next video or two, see this bad boy running. All right, guys, Sunday afternoon. It says July 22nd. We're going to get ready, call it a night, and hopefully check back with you maybe later on this week. Guys, have a good week.